Hi guys, it's me again. Hope you're having a good new year. Happy 2017 and all that. What did you do for your New Year's? I didn't really do much myself, but you know, it is what it is. Sorry, yeah, I'm drinking tea on camera. My favourite mug in the world is it's a Cath Kidston one. They sadly don't make this range anymore. I wanted the teapot once upon a time, and they don't sell it anymore, so I need to find the matching teapot that goes with this mug. Can I find it? No, not really, but oh well. So today I'm going to discuss something that's been mentioned a few times to me on Twitter that I feel that would make a good discussion topic and would give you a little bit of an insight, shall we call it. So we're going to talk about anxiety and how gaming can relieve or help anxiety. The first thing that I'm going to mention is I have been playing Overwatch, a bit competitively and a bit of quick play. I kind of put it down after I did my review on it a few months ago. I thought, nice game. Is it worth me putting the £30 a year into it for Xbox Live? And I thought, for one game probably not, so I kind of went no. And started seeing more and more and seeing how popular it was getting. I was like, maybe I want to jump back in. So I have done. And I've been playing a lot. Really, really enjoy the game. I know I told you guys that I enjoyed the game anyway, but I really enjoy the game now. So I'm really, really looking forward to getting more stuck in with it. So I played my first competitive game last night. Well, I had to play 10 matches to give me my ranking. And if you're wondering what my ranking is, it's 1940, which I believe puts me at the top end of silver, a few points away from gold. So, not great. I told you I wasn't a brilliant player, but for the most part, the thing that gave me such a low rating was the fact that people kept, when we were in games and we were losing, people were leaving, and that's in competitive games gives the opposition points, which meant that I was losing matches, and obviously the more lost matches I had, the lower my rating was going to be, and it was like, you know, oh well, never mind. So 1940, I want to get that higher, but here's the snag. I don't have a mic. I have headphones. I'm quite happy to listen, and I'm quite happy to listen to commands. I'm quite happy to use the conversation wheel and, you know, say group up with me, or I need healing and that kind of stuff, and I'm happy to, you know, to help people out. But last night I'd just finished my competitive matches, my 10 competitive matches. Oh, excuse me. And I got the rating of 1940 silver. So, and then automatically I got this message from some random person, and it said, "We need a mercy." And I went, right, don't know you. I went, right, hello, what do you want, kind of thing. And they were like, "We need a mercy." And then he puts me into voice chat, and I'm like, I don't know you. Puts me into voice chat and then goes, "We need a mercy, you're silver, but you'll do?" Then says to me, "We'll carry you if you have a mic." And I type back, "Sorry, I've got no mic." And then rudely he proceeds to tell me, "Oh, best learn to commit then." And then basically kicks me out of the group. I didn't say I was gonna do it anyway. I was thinking about it, but if you're gonna be so rude, no. It's these kind of situations that really, really put me off voice chat. It's one of these reasons that I'm very, very unwilling to actually, you know, voice chat. I don't know you. And from what I could tell with this group, they were a bunch of teenagers. And they were all like, oh, I know a gold mercy. Oh, this one silver will do. And I was just like, right, so, one, I don't want to grow up with teenagers. You're not my age. You have no idea of what I've got going on in my life. And if I had to drop last minute and go and see to my son, I'd get flamed for it. So no, I don't want to play with you. 2, I don't know you. Simple as that. From my days in WoW, on Ventrilo and Discord and various other chat platforms, I am very, very reluctant to use voice for these reasons. 1, you either get flamed. 2, you get hit on because you're female. 3, or as it was for me in the US servers, I got hit on because I had a nice accent. And 4, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4, I just don't like it. I feel very uncomfortable doing voice chat. I mean, like, I'm quite happy to, you know, if you want me to be on voice, if you want me to be on the voice chat so I can hear, I'm okay with listening. I'm not okay with talking. And my biggest bugbear with this is not even anxiety. What if you have some kind of medical condition that provides you from speaking? What if you're dumb? What if you're deaf and you can't hear anything in the headphones? What if you're just playing this because you want to play competitively, but you don't want to hang around with a bunch of teenaged morons that, you know, just feel like they want to act like basically gorillas? They're basically unsocialised gorillas. Like, oh, we used to play Call of Duty, so... It's like, no, sorry. I just don't care. I have not got the time for you. I have a 3-year-old who behaves better than some of you do. And it's just disgraceful. It really is. And I'm sorry, but if you want to dislike this video for these reasons, then go ahead. I don't care. These are my personal opinions. And as a person who is older than most teenagers, mentally, of course I'm older physically, duh, I was older than you mentally when I was your age. Like, seriously, do your parents not care? I mean, this happened last night at 11:45. At 11:45, when I was a teenager, I was expected to be off the computer and in bed. I think that people should have more manners and have more understanding of other people that they play with. Just because you used to play Call of Duty and you were, God, I don't know, prestige or whatever. I've never played Call of Duty in my life. I have never any intention of playing Call of Duty in my life. I think it's a crap game. I like Overwatch because I like Blizzard. And I like Blizzard because they care about their people, they care about their community, they do things like kick botters, they do things like kick spammers, and I'm okay with this, and I like this. I've given a lot of my money over the years to Blizzard. I don't want to think on how much I've actually spent, because it's literally into the thousands at this point. But I like Blizzard. They're a decent game company. Even though they're now owned by Activision, I still really like them. And I've got lots and lots of time for people at Blizzard. I'd love to go to the offices one day, I really would. That's probably one of my things, one of my, like, life goals, shall we call it. I'd love to go to Paris. I'd like to go and stand outside of that Kerrigan statue. Love the idea of it. And it's not far, but it's not like you can just walk on campus, is it? So the reason I use gaming to relieve my anxiety as a tool is because when I've had a bad day, if I'm stressed, I'm feeling quite low, I don't feel like I don't really want to interact with anybody, I just want to play video games, this is what I do. I sit there on the sofa, I have one of those sleeved blanket type things, I stick the blanket over me, and I sit there playing my games. And it doesn't matter, it's like if I've had a really bad day, it's a lot. I tend to play things like Dead Rising, because, well, what's better than chopping up some zombies? Overwatch is my current thing. I'm not going to say no to it. I don't feel like we should be punished for liking something or for doing something that people find almost socially unacceptable. It's social anxiety that I suffer with, not generalised anxiety. I come across as confident. I come across as chatty. If you read my Twitter stream, I'm just talking all day long. But a lot of this for me it's a mind dump. I get the things out of my mind, and this is how I deal with my emotions and with my problems. I write about them. And it's the same for the radio. I have a show on my local university radio show. Just give a bit of a shout out to Tasha, Liam and Aidan. Hi guys. And I could sit there and talk all day long. I love the switches, playing the music, talking, and nobody can see me. No one can see me. I'm like sat in a room with a microphone and some computers, and I love it, and no one can see me. And but the second you asked me to give a presentation or to get up in front of people, my brain just goes, nope, not doing it. And I just can't, I freeze. I stand there, I stumble over my words, I shake like I've got Parkinson's, which I know is a really bad analogy, but I do shake a lot when I get very nervous. This is the other thing that I tend to do a lot. I tend to talk really, really quick. This is a combination of being nervous and anxiety and various other things, and I just talk. My brain basically stumbles over my words. My brain goes, oh, if I talk quicker, the words will come out faster, and then we'll be done with it, and then I can never think about it anymore. My brain just goes, and it's like, no. And gaming for me, whether you're sat there on a console or whether you're at a PC, it's the same thing. You can turn your mind off, put your headphones on, and block the world out, and it's really, really, I find it really effective for basically just getting away from things. As I said, I do a lot of writing and I do a lot of other stuff as well, but gaming is my main thing that I do to combat my anxiety. And we were having a conversation earlier on Twitter about it, and I asked a poll about if you had to use a microphone in voice chat for a game, would you play that game? And it was pretty much a 50-50 split. And people said, well, it would all depend on whether my friends were playing. I'd agree with that. I played WoW for too many years, and I played various characters, but my main one that I played was a priest, and I used to do a lot of healing, and so a lot of the time I used to just sit in voice chat and listen, and I was okay with this. I never used to talk. I had a microphone, I just wouldn't talk, and I just didn't feel like I had to. And the second I talked a lot of the time, people would be like, oh, you've got a nice accent, or oh, let me hear your voice again, or oh, we've got a British person in. And it's like, oh, wow, I've literally joined the ranks of the idiots. And it's like, how old are you? Are you like 12 or something? They have no right to shout at you if all you want to do is sit there and play your game quietly. If it's your way of getting round your issues or escaping from your problems, then do it. And if people tell you that you have to be on mic and you have to talk, tell them to go fuck themselves. And I apologise for my language, but no, you shouldn't. If you're an adult, why do you let people tell you that you can and cannot play a game? Just don't. Don't do it. If you enjoy it, play it. And if you feel that you want to do competitive and you don't want to have a mic, then don't use a mic, and tell them that you don't want to use a mic. And if they're not willing to let you play because you don't have a mic, find some people that will let you play. The best thing about these kind of games, whether it be an MMO, an FPS, an RPG, whatever it might be, always play with friends. Just, majority of people out there are arseholes. But there is this small pocket of people on this planet that are nice. But again, occasionally you will come across them in things like group situations. And a friend of mine told me many years ago, going online is like going to work. You're always going to find one arsehole. No matter what you do, no matter how nice you are, they're going to be horrible to you. It's just the way life is. And if you feel that that helps your anxiety to just block these people out, whether it means physically blocking them on a computer or just writing their names down and then every time you see them come up just completely don't deal with them and kind of change group type thing, and that's what you have to do, you know. You just do what is good for you, and that's all I'll say on that matter. Until then, just be you. Be you. Do what you like. If gaming's what you like, do it. If you have another form of reducing your anxiety, do that. Cross-stitching, drawing, writing, painting, making YouTube videos, whatever it is that you enjoy doing, do it, and never ever let anybody tell you anything otherwise. And that's all I'll say on that matter. So this is goodbye from me, and I hope you'll tune in again next Monday. So bye.